It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Bulls out in Chicago. For Chicago, they're looking for opportunity to do just that. So last year we saw Jimmy
They call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. He has the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Chicago was as strong as they would have hoped for last season at home in the United Center. A lot of big wins for them here.
Yeah, and despite all the injuries, they go 27-14 at home, and that helped to assure them of home court in the first round of the playoffs.
Outside Rose. Out to the right wing. For three, Dunleavy. Yes, it's Rose with the assist that time. Dunleavy's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. And Doris Burke spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol under wraps in this one. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end, and the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. Here is Rose, following the basket by Stephen Curry. And that one's good. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Out to Thompson. Lots of room. No luck. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. To the middle. Here's Butler. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season, won the Most Improved Player of the Year award, really picking up his production in his fourth season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
And again, no good by Chicago.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Again, the miss by Thompson.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Rose.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists. He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Butler. And the shot no good, a bit short. Warriors trail by 3. Thompson with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Green with a screen for Thompson. Tries again. No good. Good D by Gasol.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
It's stolen by Rose. For the finish, trips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great protocol. Game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Here's Curry after Pau Gasol's bucket. Curry passes to Green. Thompson dishes to Curry. Back to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball. He gets it to go. Barnes has got his first 2 points.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Now here's Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Warriors trail by 5. Here is Livingston. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Barbosa. Here's Spates. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Here is Livingston. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lazili the pass to Spates. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
To the wing right side. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here is Livingston. Brooks covering. Off the pick. No good. Some solid defense from Gasol. Inside, it's tipped. Barbosa with the steal. And Iguodala with a clear path to the hoop. Finish off the break. Iguodala's got his second basket of the game.
and he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's the Bulls up by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his...
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line if I have a dribble.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry, and tough to guard might be the understatement of the day. Got his second basket of the game.
And he just big boyed it right. He's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's the Bulls up by 2. And we'll be back in second quarter. And Steph Curry. Got his second basket of the game.
And he just big boyed it right. I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Rose is the one with Butler as the 2. The big men are Gibson and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the small forward. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Is way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Butler dishes to Gibson, and he gets the bucket. And now it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
And doing a great job here, just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any
Dishes to Gibson, and he gets the bucket. And now it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
And doing a great job here, just stringing together solid possessions as they build that wheel.
I tell you, there's no substitute for possession.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
No good. And Golden State will come the other way. Green kicks to Curry. That's good. Curry's got 6.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividend.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Good. And 7 points for Butler.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside Curry. Thompson up top. Fires for 3. That one goes. Count. 7 points in the game.
Boy, they're getting a bunch more threes up here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they're getting trigger happy. You can't win the game with one shot. You've got to vary it up. Challenge the defense.
Chicago calls timeout. Mark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Bogut kicks to Curry. Off target from outside. Chicago leading by 5. Noah, the pass to Rose. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Second chance effort. Trying to get open is Gibson. And it's Noah laying it in. Noah's got his first bucket in this one. It's Curry with the drive from down in the low post. It goes.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
And the shot is good. Noah's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Curry against Rose. Here's Bogut, and he comes it down.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
From 10 feet out, it's hauled in by Noah. The Bulls leading by 5. Ball's knocked loose.
Get back!
Here's Bogut, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jimmy Butler.
You know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol has checked in for Gibson. Iritic comes in for Dunleavy. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Rose.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with tiny putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Vassili's checked in for Andrew Bogut, and that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Spates, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And Brooks, here we go. Here's Noah, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
It's his first trip to the line. Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Barbosa with it. Kicks to Spates. Misses from close range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Kevin, I have Derrick Rose, and Derrick, you got...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, Chicago came ready to play. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled by some entertaining defensive and offensive plays. They did not slow down much, as by the end of the quarter, they were still up 11. In the second quarter, they continued to trade punches and won the exchange, finishing with a 6-point advantage at the break. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
One advantage has been their stellar rebounding. I mean, they're putting bodies on people, competing for the ball. It's simple, really. The team with more possession has more opportunities to score. Wow.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
What a game for Rose. He has 8 points and 4 assists.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut at the pivot, manning the middle.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Curry, and Gasol sends it back. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. There's the screen. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 10 points for Klay Thompson.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
What a year for the Warriors. Mars won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Chicago shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
For 3, Dunleavy, offensive rebound. Green with the block, but he recovers it. Goes up again, and Dunleavy gets it to go in. Dunleavy's got 10 points in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Warriors trailed by 11.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Curry kicks to Barnes. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. The win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Rose goes in. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Full 24-second shot clock. Butler in the corner, goes back up. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Butler's got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Rose against Curry. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Dunley. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Thompson with the bucket.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next. Farther $24 million combined, and you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
And the wide open shot from Green. The rebound by Gibson.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Outside Curry. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. Spates checked in for Golden State. Green, the screen to the paint, got a piece of it. Gibson with the steal. And Butler, here we go, and it's good. Butler's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment. Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Curry attacking, banked in off the glass. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
It's stolen by Curry, up the floor. Here's Thompson. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
It's been a solid outing for Thompson. He has 12 points. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to knock 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala kicks to Ezeli. And he finishes with the dunk.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
And Gibson wide open. He shoots. The rebound by Ezeli.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Pass to Ezeli. And And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 4 assists in the game. The Bulls leading by 7. Brooks outside. Shot from 16. Nice jump shot. Good. And 11 points for Pau Gasol.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And it's Iguodala missing.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game. And that's why they are now understanding how to win.
1 second separating the shot clock in game clock. On its way from Barbosa for 2. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Inside. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Livingston kicks to Spates. It's good from about 19 feet. Spates has got 5 points so far. Heinrich from outside. No good there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Bulls. They're up by 11. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Bulls leading by 11. Rose is out there with Brooks. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Nikola Mirotic. And it's Noah in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take no chance slam by the big fella.
And the basket good.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be. And, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
The dish now to Mirotic. And good. Got the Ingles head time as it falls. And the Bulls lead by 13. Warriors shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Curry against Rose. Top the key, Barnes. Off target from three-point range.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Mirotic's shot is off. Warriors trail by 13. On the wing, Thompson. No good from outside.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Brooks misses. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Curry with a wide-open look. Gets hauled in by Noah. Noah's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And slam dunk by Butler.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want. But then he also has tremendous passing skills in his and the energy of a mountain lion.
Mike Dunleavy was checked in for Brooks. Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State. Mirotic against Green. To the inside. Up off the screen. The Bulls leading by 15. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He touched on his desire to see them make heavy use of the pick and roll for the rest of the game. Keep setting those screens, fellas. Those were his exact words. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Green, the screen. Thompson for the triple. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And Butler gets it to go.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Green dishes to Curry. Green with a screen for Barnes. That three off the mark. The Bulls leading by 18. Near the three-point line, it's done leaving. Again, Chicago.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. The Bulls making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. Here's Iguodala. He dishes it to Bogut. And there's the 3-second violation.
Yeah, big blunder there. And that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Rose passes to Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 13 points for Pau Gasol.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Shot, high post. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 12 points here in the second half.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Butler kicks to Rose. Feeds it to Dunley. Here's Noah. And it's Chicago scoring again.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Thompson against Butler. It's Thompson off the drive. Shot clock at 6. Iguodala no good. Chicago leading by 22.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
And they could do no wrong today. That's right. This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Yes, very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Butler. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot heat.
Rose against Curry. It's Bogut with the drive. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Butler dishes to Gasol. No good from outside. Curry against Gasol. Thompson in the corner. All sorts of time. That's good.
Stephen Curry.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Rose passes to Noah. The feed to Dunley. Shoots the 3, and that one's good.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys. Defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put.
Well, a nice win for you tonight, Joakim,
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity. Jimmy Butler. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Well, you know, when Butler's on the court, he's going to come at you in all sorts of ways. I mean, defensively, offensively, this guy can just flat out play. Let's not forget, he's an all-star, too.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.